Good afternoon, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends. Welcome to Bond University's graduation. Please take time to note the nearest fire exit to you. They are located in each corner of the theatre. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please follow the directions of university staff. As today is a very special occasion for each of the graduates, please turn your mobile devices to silent and remain in your seats for the duration of the ceremony. For those who cannot join us today, a live stream of this ceremony is available from the Bond University website and YouTube channel. Graduates, I will now take you through the ceremony protocols for the presentation of awards. When directed by staff, please proceed in your order of seating and line up along the stairs to my right. When your name is announced, proceed to the table at my left, taking your testama, and then proceed to the far side of the stage to have your photo taken with the presiding officer. Once your photo has been taken, proceed up the middle aisle to my left and around the rear of the theatre and follow directions of university staff back to your original seat. The formal proceedings will commence shortly, but first, please enjoy a short presentation celebrating 30 years of Bond University.
Today, as of this moment, vision has become reality. The way is now ahead. From sandstone and a strong, unwavering vision, an institution was built to offer a student experience without peer. A university created to redefine the landscape, setting new heights for global education. In our first 30 years, almost 30,000 alumni have passed through our doors.
All our graduates, please stand. Be successful, have great careers, and never forget Bond University.
With an unbreakable bond to the international networks and experiences that position them for success. Together, we have built a legacy. A legacy that continues to evolve today.
Bond University will take its place among the great universities.
As we strive for and reach new horizons in personalized learning, we continue to deliver a truly remarkable global student experience.
To my fellow graduates, thank you for your friendship. Please cherish the memories and friends, but continue making new ones. Goodbye and good luck.
Since 1989, Bond University has forged the way in law, business, society and design, health sciences and medicine, and sport. Led by great minds.
Bond University will become a magnificent jewel in the crown of Australian tertiary education.
With an even greater vision for the next 30 years and beyond. It's because of those who came before us that our future is limitless.
Please stand for the academic procession.
Please be seated, everyone. Graduates, family and friends of the graduates, university colleagues, welcome to this graduation celebration for students from the Faculty of Health Sciences and Medicine who have recently completed their studies at Bond. Please join me in thanking our pipe major, Nick Tompkins. On behalf of the university community and on behalf of each of us, I acknowledge the people of the Yugambeh language group on whose ancestral lands our university now stands. I pay my respects to their leaders, past, present and emerging, and I do so in a spirit of reconciliation. Here at the university, we acknowledge that graduation is a liminal event in the life of each student, and as a result, we are delighted that we are able to offer each graduate that able to attend with their family and friends the opportunity to participate in this ceremony that publicly marks the significant milestone of graduation. Each graduate here today will be presented to the presiding officer and have their photograph taken with her. It is now my pleasant duty to introduce the presiding officer for this afternoon's ceremony, Chair of Academic Senate, Professor Brenda Marshall.
Graduates, it's only right and proper that you should be acknowledged first. Bond colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Graduations are always special events for the graduates, their partners, family, friends, and all who have supported them during their studies here at Bond University. I am delighted that you are all able to join with the university and honour each of the graduates on this wonderful occasion. I am immensely proud of the university staff who have worked long and tirelessly, overcoming all obstacles imposed by the pandemic to hold these graduation ceremonies that honour our recent graduates in a formal and public manner. On behalf of the graduates and their families, thank you. This is the fourth graduation season where the university has been able to hold cohort-based graduation ceremonies on campus since the beginning of 2020. Again, well done, all concerned. Regrettably, our Chancellor, the Honourable Dr. Annabel Bennett, is unable to be here in person for this ceremony, as she was not able to travel to the university due to the COVID-19 situation that is rapidly developing in Sydney, where she lives. However, I know she will be watching the ceremony with great interest. Sadly, the unpredictable nature of the pandemic has also meant that several of our graduates, their family and friends, are also unable to be present to join with peers in the graduation celebrations. This includes a number of international students who are located in various countries around the world. These students returned home in early 2020 and have since been studying remotely. Not only have they missed their graduation, they have also missed the last few semesters of the unparalleled Bond experience on campus. Indeed, there are students of many different nationalities in this semester's graduating cohort. Our thoughts are with each of you. I also acknowledge our Victorian and Sydney-based graduates who are unable to travel due to restrictions. For the Victorians, their restricted access to Queensland finishes, ironically, in the early hours of tomorrow morning, whereas for Sydney-siders, it started yesterday. Such is the hand of fate with COVID timing. So that our absent friends can join us virtually, we are live streaming today's ceremony. Moreover, at the beginning of the pandemic, the university committed to allowing students to participate in any graduation ceremony for the next 2 years if they could not attend their scheduled ceremony due to travel restrictions. I dare say everyone present knows a fellow Bondie, friend or family member who cannot be here today. So from all of us here on the Gold Coast to wherever you are watching, you are in our thoughts during this most surreal of times. COVID has impacted almost every aspect of our lives. Further, its impact, both in a health and economic sense, is set to continue for several years ahead. This will go down as a remarkable period in human history. At the forefront of the battle against the virus has been the healthcare sector. Healthcare workers across the globe have been magnificent. They have been brave, resilient, and steadfast in tackling the pandemic and providing a sea of calm. The graduates here today will join that workforce. While not all will end up working on the front line, they will all surely contribute to the health, welfare, and well-being of our society. There is much honor and dignity in your chosen fields in the health sector. Your willingness to serve humankind and society is admirable and fills your university with tremendous pride. It is a noble and respected professional sector that you are joining. During my time at Bond, I have observed a joyfulness amongst students that is distinctive of this university. Bond's student-centered mission, its intimacy induced by its determination not to grow too large, its diversity of people, and its strong sense of independence and self-destiny are all critical ingredients that make up the unique character of Bond University. These are the exceptional elements that are embedded in the DNA of Bond, the superb student experience that is on offer, and the inviolate rule that the interests of our students are paramount. Here at Bond, for every decision contemplated, whether at council, in academic senate, or elsewhere in the university, the primary consideration is, will this benefit the student experience? Colloquially, we say at Bond that our students come first, second, and third. During the time that I have been involved with the university, in a diversity of roles, I have come to see firsthand the reality of that aspiration and its daily application. Graduates, you should be immensely proud of your achievements, but you should also recognize that your achievements would not have been possible without support. A Bond degree requires considerable investment, as we are a self-funded, non-profit institution. So I thank the many family members, supporters, and benefactors who have provided financial assistance to enable the graduates to study at Bond. While today is a day to celebrate, it is also an opportunity to reflect and say thank you to those who have supported you. I urge each of you to make contact with those who eased your journey during your studies and thank them most sincerely. Following the ceremony today, I hope you will visit the Alumni Center on your way to Don's Tavern to receive a graduation gift from the merchandise store and have a photo taken in the Alumni Center. Now, everyone has a copy of the program where you can follow the list of graduates. I trust you enjoy the ceremony, respect and acknowledge each and every one of our graduates, and take away your special moment. We will now move to the formal presentation of testamers. I look forward to the presentation of each individual graduate. And I ask that the Executive Dean of the Faculty present the graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I present the graduates, I'd like to remind you of the procedure we will follow compliant with COVID-safe protocols. Graduates, please remember not to shake hands with the presiding officer. Members of the audience should remain in your seats during the ceremony at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you graduates from the Faculty of Health Sciences and Medicine. Aditi Bhushan. Georgia Kate Duhigg. Chen Che Shea. Sylvia Ran Huang. Xiaoxi Lai. Kathleen Tahenda Mazoka. Amy Eve Mulvihill. Gordon Huang Min Nguyen. Iman Fatima Shah. Anderson Wu. Lachlan David Brian Connors. Maria Isabel Cano Hall. Nicholas Francis Blinkhorn. Nancy Amelia Brown. Chantel Josephine Petra de Souza. Devanshi Gala. Lynette Chua Sin Law. Ka Wing Lee. Zoe Lee Martin. Natalie Rogers. Holly Saville. Georgia Spry. Shawadan Tan. Bekinkosi David Zigori. Charlotte Georgia Peake. Carolyn Brooke Laredo. Adebayo John Adnican. Elodie Claire Cecily Atrazic. Daniel Anthony Bennett. Lauren May Burke. Catherine Ann Chamberlain. Amy Louise Clancy Carter. Joshua Jesse Koo. Lucy J. Douglas. Ashley Alice Duncan. Brock Douglas Foggo. Shannon Olivia Gill. Alexander Stefan Gerlu. Samuel John Hanchard. Paige Jocelyn Harbord. Chloe Jane Harris. Jessie Katawala Heim. Kelsey Ann Henney. Fergus Grigson Chernock James. Graham Levi Marvin. Alexandra Ray Mazarich. Jack William Melbourne. Natasha Minas. Ruben Alexandra Nito dos Santos. Robert Frederick Oglov. Giselle Penshorn. Malcolm Nathaniel Scantlebury. Sarah Seagrave. Madison Nicole Sumption. Eugene Jai Tai Ti. Waihang Douglas Wu. Adrian Sean Goldsworthy. Emily Iofi Keo. Sarah Janet Kitcher. Lauren Elizabeth Longeri. Balpreet Kaur Sandhu. Mackenzie Taylor Tirol. Kionimana Shigematsu. Presiding member, the valedictorian has been selected to give the valedictorian address on behalf of the graduating cohort this afternoon. She was placed on the Vice-Chancellor's list for academic excellence in 4 semesters and achieved first in class in 14 subjects. She's achieved a cumulative GPA of 3.94 out of a possible 4.00 and a cumulative percentage average of 90. Graduating with a Master of Occupational Therapy with high distinction, Zoe Marie Heiniger.
Good afternoon, Executive Dean, fellow graduates, distinguished guests, family and friends. I am honoured to stand before you today as we reminisce on the time we have spent here at Bond University. We all came to Bond with a vision to be dietitians, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, health professionals. Bond promised a personalised learning experience with small class sizes and endless possibilities. But none of us could have envisaged what our time would truly look like here at Bond. In the midst of a global pandemic, we were faced with challenges unlike any cohorts before us. The learning experience was definitely personalised, with opportunities to study from our bed, couch, backyard, or even kitchen bench. Class sizes were reduced to 1 as borders closed and isolation loomed. While online learning was, I guess, convenient at times, I think I speak for us all when I say this journey has been tough. Despite the challenges, however, we were given opportunities to flourish. Never before has a cohort had such an opportunity to overcome adversity on such a large scale. When the going got tough, we proved we were tougher. Overcoming one hurdle after the next, we have all learnt to develop resilience. Resilient people are optimistic. They are adaptable, they demonstrate self-awareness, and they build strong interpersonal relationships. Thanks to COVID-19, we enter the next stage of our journeys with resilience, with the ability to see past adversities, the ability to bounce back, and the ability to support others, knowing that they have our backs when we're in need. We have not done this alone, however, and I would like to take the opportunity to say thank you to those who have supported us along the way. Thank you to all of our professors for your ability to adapt in an ever-changing and unpredictable environment. Remote learning was new to us all, and it is thanks to you we have been able to seamlessly complete our studies. Thank you to all of my peers. COVID-19 may have kept us apart physically, but we stood by each other every step of the way. While our journeys may look different, today we are here together. And finally, thank you to my family. Through the ups and downs, the highs and lows, you have supported me through it all. I thank you for your ability to tolerate my stress and frustration and to help me see the light when all seemed dark. I would not be standing here before you today without their support. My heart is full and I am forever grateful. Now, none of us could have done this journey alone, and I encourage each and every one of you to take the time to thank those who have made this journey one to be truly proud of. As we enter the next chapter, remember the good times, remember the friendships formed, and remember the opportunities we have had to develop resilience. Dream big, aim high, and best of luck to you all. Live unstoppable. Thank you.
So that concludes the presentation of the graduates, and I'll just say a few brief remarks before we draw the graduation to a close. I think as we've heard from our valedictorian, Zoe Heiniger, it is a really challenging time to be a student in health, and it's also a challenging time to be a graduate. It's an unpredictable world, and as Zoe said, resilience, adaptability, sticking the course, being willing to learn and to keep learning are going to be characteristics that you'll all need as you go forward in your careers. But it's also a very exciting time to be working in health. I mean, we've seen remarkable advances in the last year and a half. Vaccines developed with new technology that no one had heard of before, mRNA vaccines, for example. And to be in a situation where the world's population is, we hope, being vaccinated, and we hope effectively against the pandemic. No one would have thought that possible to do that in such a short time. And that's been about international collaboration and cooperation, albeit imperfect. And I think the value of science, the value of rational thought, the value of those basic sciences, but also applied sciences. And it's a real time, I think, where we are seeing the value of that kind of thinking. I hope at Bond you've learned the critical skills, the thinking skills that you're going to need going forward. You're going to need to be independent thinkers, to think for yourselves, but also to really look back at what you've learned and how your thinking can build on that. It's a changeable world, as I said, and I think I graduated in medicine in the 1980s. So much has changed since then. And if you stayed still in your learning, what a relic of the past you would be if I was still trying to practice medicine the way I was practicing it as a junior doctor in all those years ago. So ongoing learning, we hope you'll make Bond part of that journey in your future learning. I echo Zoe's words stay connected to your colleagues and your friends, stay connected to your family and those who've supported you, and I hope also stay connected to Bond University. So this is where I ask the graduates to please stand. Okay. I charge you as graduates of Bond University, demonstrate at all times the highest moral and ethical standards, to apply your learnings and education to the benefit of society, to pursue the highest standards in all your endeavours with excellence always your aim, and to support forever and enhance the reputation of your university through engagement as proud alumni. Graduates, do you accept that charge? Yes. Oh, I think we've got to do a bit better than that. Graduates, do you accept that charge? Yes, that's better. Thank you. You may now be seated. Yet to have a graduation where the graduates get that right first time. It always needs a bit of encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, that now concludes the formal part of the ceremony, and shortly the official party, academics and the graduates will proceed out of the theatre. I ask that you stand while the procession leaves the theatre and only exit once the last graduate has left. You're all invited to join the graduates in Don's Tavern for post-ceremony refreshments. Okay, thank you.